You've got, you know, star ring and everything. Right, so the first thing we want to do is, I'm going to go to File, and this is where we start exporting stuff. We're going to export sprite frame. This is also, maybe something I should have touched up a little bit earlier, is the best way I tend to find. I mean, you could try and pull out art from different disassemblies, but say for example I want to replace Sonic 1 art monitor with the Sonic 3 equivalent monitor. So what I tend to do is I go onto a website called the Mystical Forest Zone, which I'm probably going to touch up very soon. Go to Mystical Forest Zone because they have very good, there you go, I've already done it but I'm just going to do it anyway. Save, there you go. And it's like, I think it's a BMP format. Yeah, so we can say, well, this will go up and go into the Mystical Forest Zone. Because it's a good website, it's got a load of different exported Mega Drive / Genesis art, sprite sheets and whatnot. Because that's basically what you're going to need. You're going to need sprite sheets. So I'd recommend going here because it's a pretty good one. Yeah, so you just go here, have a look in its sprite system. Now I will warn you, this is going to be, I don't want to go into backgrounds. Actually no, I think I do. This is going to be a whole entire recording, so I'm probably going to split it up again like I have been doing. So I know where I am with everything. I'll just do it all in one swoop if I can, and I'll just split it up as I go like I have been doing in the past. So here, yeah, you've got items and, you know, items and icons. So I can go here and you've got some Sonic 1 icons. Of course, it doesn't have everything, but it does a pretty good job. So, you know, you've got some items. You've got, you know, here you've got Sonic 3 stuff. Yeah, Sonic 3 stuff here and whatnot. So yeah, it's good. And like I say, just do what you normally do. Save the image. Alright, so this is where we get to paint. So go on to paint. You don't have to use paint, but for something like this, why not? It's really simple. I always use it. So let's go to where do we find that file? If I can get it on my computer. Yeah, so go to wherever you've exported your sprite. Mine's going to be my Sonic sprites, even though they're not all Sonic. Find monitor or monitors. There we go. Zoom in. And we go here and go to resize pixel. So it's 32 by 32. So we know obviously we don't really want to change that size. Now this comes the bit where what if say the Sonic 3 monitor was bigger? Now you can make it bigger if it will fit. Again, Sonic 3K has more space. Sonic 1 is limited. You have to kind of get around that space issue. To make things easier though, you can shrink things, and I think for this demonstration I'm just going to shrink it. I'll try and make it look nice. There was a website before, it's not active anymore, which basically they converted things by shrinking things. They still looked pretty good, but they kind of shrank it so it all fit in the format of Sonic 1. So, you know, you have to faff about with the size and everything. So anyway, I'm gonna go, I think it's in my picture, I'm gonna go find the sprite sheet. Probably that sprite sheet I went on. I think that's a Sonic 2 one. I want a Sonic 3 one, wherever I've put it. I think it's this one. There we go. And just, you know, I assume most people have been on MS Paint, whatnot. So I'm just going to do this. So, you know, just select it. Just pretty much do what you would if you were doing it. Select it. Again, it's going to be big, but that's fine. We're just going to do this as a tester first. So, you know, select everything. And I think it'd be better if I show you everything in detail. Yeah, so remember this is, oh excuse me, may have just edit that out. This is obviously 32 by 32 sprites, and just to note, the background normally has to be, you know, like blank. So say it has to be all green when you import it. Again, I'll touch up under that, and bam. Alright, so basically let's have a look now. This is 28 by 32. Okay, undo. Ooh. Obviously the whole thing is 32 by 32. If I move it, I mean, in theory I probably won't even need to move it. I mean, you could shrink it so it fits the size of the actual monitor, or you could just kind of like level it up like this, just be like, yeah, that's 32 by 32, and then just basically blank everything out like so. And I'm going to put it as, say, I think I'll also try and change it to the colour of the actual palette itself. So in this case, probably going to need a black. So again, if you just go to, can't find what I'm looking for. There's some EPD. We go back to some EPD. Oh, got it down there. Yeah, so I'm probably going to need black. So you could just say, just grab a black and just like say do this. I mean, you may or may not, but I think this does require a black. And you may want to change the palette. You may just want to have a look here. Go say, oh, this is a grey. I'll grab these values. Go here. Edit colors, and you know, do the same. But for now, I'm just going to leave it like this. See what it looks like. You know, how it looks like anyway. You know, I'm just going to save it as monitors. I think I'm just save as monitors S3K. Alright, so that's basically it. It's 32 by 32. I've saved it blank. Technically we should be alright. The only thing you've got to do is, I would say, is to go to settings. Again, I didn't really talk too much on this bit. This is where you can tile rendering. You can say start on palette line 2. Palette line 2 is nothing because I haven't got any other palette lines. There's just one palette line in Sonic 1. In Sonic 1's palette line. So anyway, go back to the normal one. You got miscellaneous, which fair don't really touch, so I'm not going to really talk about that. Color swapping again, really. This is what I want. Image importing. Direct nearest match to current palette, which you kind of want, you know, we want it to near as you can. And assume corner is background, so you could say, oh, here, this will be all taken care of. Now, because of the way it is, like say normally I think you have to have like an 8 by 8 square, that's like almost the background, and everything else has to be, you know, the same color. To say like this was green, everything else was green. And that would be your background. So assume corner is background, so I'm thinking it may not come completely blank. What I mean is, we go to load from image, import sprite, go to our file, always get lost, yep, go down here. Alright, I need to organise my files a little bit better. Monitors, Sonic 3K, open. Okay, so I think that's fine. So that's basically what it looks like. And say you can change this. I tend to change this so you can see what the, you know, if there is any problems with the monitors. Anyway, so that's like that. Go green, and that's basically what it looks like if you pretty much do no editing. I ain't too bothered. I think that doesn't look too bad. I mean, you can change the color if you want, but it pretty much adjusted itself to, you know, normal sort of Sonic 1. But if you want, you can edit a little bit. I mean, I may just you know, touch up on that a little bit. And obviously you think, but they're in the right place. Well, remember, we want to go onto our sprite, press the comma or the colon button, and we just want to hold shift, move it up a little, like so. I mean, the only problem with that is that, of course, that's that color and this isn't. You can keep it blank if you want to, but I'm just going to be really simple. I mean, you could, in theory, you could take the Sonic 1 and just put it on top, which I may do. So I say, I mean, I'm not going to bother with the Eggman one only because, you know, it's not used. I'm just going to put Sonic 1, Sonic. So yeah, just shift, go into the piece, move it up a little. So I'd recommend definitely using this program. You know, it's really good and it works. I know we haven't built anything, but I'm sure we're getting there. Again, we'll probably need to get this as well, so we'll need a broken monitor. But that's basically roughly what it looks like. So I'm just going to save backup in case something bad happens. And like I say, you know, I'm probably just going to do it. I'm just going to quickly do the same values. That way you can sort of customize it to be more how you want it to be, to the ideal, you know, that's sort of like a Sonic 1 version. So again, I'm just going to edit, just bring it over here. Choose the next one, choose that grey. That one's 120, so go for that. Whatnot, rinse and repeat. It's a good way of doing it when you're just entering it simply. If you want to do more, you can get like Paint Shop Pro, which I may touch into briefly. To do more and things like that. And I say use that iPhone View. Remember that iPhone View is a good program, so get that. That's pretty much the equivalent to white, but it's not. It's grey. So anyway, yeah. So got that. So I could say, oh, I'm gonna put it like this. Say for example, trying to match them. What I think that's the same as that, and I think that's the same as that. So I'm going to do this, say for example, and then I don't know, you could do this. Whoops, you could do this. Which I think is the same as that. So I could do that. Keying the wrong button there. Oops. So yeah, I could do that. And whatnot. Just little edits like that, and then I could do this. But obviously, it's gonna look dark because of the palette. And then you can just zoom out. So that's pretty much what it would look like. And I think that's okay. So I'm gonna save it. So anyway, so I've changed the palette. Done a bit of a palette edit there. Again, this is just Sonic 1's default palette line. Don't need to touch any of these. And don't just touch this one for now, because there's this one. I'll probably touch up on these. And so anyway, go to no. Before we do that, I'm just going to be really sneaky and open. I'm going to go to monitors. I'm going to go my monitor. I'm going to grab this. Right, I'm going to grab this. This is just a blank one. Grab it. I mean, if you want it like this, you can, and I'm sure you could find the proper one for it. But I don't mind this being this. It's just the outline of it. Save it. Do the same. Import. And that's pretty much what it looks like. Pretty good, I think. What do you think? Nice and simple. So hopefully that's not too complicated or anything. I suppose I could quickly just I don't know, grab the broken sprite if I find it. I think I have it somewhere. I don't think I have it in this list of stuff, so I'll just try and grab it from one of my sprite sheets, which I think I have. I'll say you could probably find it. If not, it's not on this one. I think I have another one somewhere. Let's have a look. Somewhere down here, if I can find it. I have one somewhere. I just have quite a lot, so quite a lot of stuff going on there. It's also recommended to just get general sprites, like general Sonic sprites, in case you don't want to faff around and you obviously want to get other stuff. Okay, so I could. This one isn't as actually. It's a slightly different. It's not as. It hasn't been like ripped completely properly as far as I'm concerned. That, but I can edit that, and again I could. I don't know. Go to open and go to broken monitor. It is a bit long-winded, and there may be another way, quicker way of even doing this, but I don't mind doing it. I mean, it's simple enough, so I can just whip around as long as I know everything is, which I haven't done it for a while, so I'm kind of going around. I can just do that. Again, I've still got this because I haven't closed it, so that's really handy. Then paste that. It's smaller. It's definitely smaller. To help, you could just, I don't know, completely remove this. Paste. Try and center it, around around roughly where monitor would be. Save as broken monitor 3K. Save. Again, I may just, because you know, palette issue things will show up. You know, it'll be like, oh, pardon me. It would be like, oh, you know, this doesn't show up, whatnot. So you know, it'd be worth just in your zoom in functions, obviously your friend and everything. So go in and do that. I mean, I think that's kind of light, to be fair, but that's just how the Sonic palette is. I could change it, I suppose. That's pretty much what that would look like. Or I could just go. I'm just gonna do. Do this. Which I think looks better anyway. So save it. Okay. Go over here. Import. Broken monitor, which is up here, broken monitor, and that's pretty much what that looks like. So with some luck, I think that might be a little bit too high, because if you can see there, that looks higher than that. So I may just be able to bring this down. Bring it down like so. Again, you want to get it, you know, exactly right. So if you can switch between the two, you think, oh, that's a little bit too high for that, I might down. That looks better. I think that'll do. I think that should be right. Again, save. You can close this stuff if you want. And this is obviously what we do now. So we go to Save Tiles and Nemesis Graphics, which hopefully in theory it should save it. So I'm hoping it does. And it doesn't do it in uncompressed. So go to Sonic Fresh. Remember to find monitors. Luckily it's just called monitors. Save that. Don't need to, you know, on the palette, so leave that alone. Save mappings, which remember is object 26. Again, use SoniD2 for help on that. It's really useful. Save, right? Okay, that's fine. Minimize that. Alright, so I'm just gonna finalize disassembly. In theory, I don't think I've missed anything, so build that. My computer's probably gone blank for a second there, but hopefully it should be still recording. Load our Genesis ROM. It'll be one build. In case, I'm pretty certain I shoot this, but in case you don't know, when you build, it's built as S1 built. Just to make sure everyone knows that it's S1 built. Alright, once you've built it, it will come up as S1 built, and it should be either 500k or around 1000k. If it's like 1kb, you've done something wrong and you know have to go through error logs and everything. But in theory, you shouldn't get that problem unless you've really screwed something up. But if you're just doing what I'm doing, you shouldn't. You know, you shouldn't have any problems whatsoever. So anyway, we're gonna go to Sonic Fresh, S1 built, Sega. Blah blah blah. Start. Go to Green Hill Zone. With some luck. This is my test when I was testing water. There you have it. So there you have a Sonic 3K monitor there. What happens when we break it? And there you have it. Look at that. So there we have our. And it's as simple as that, and I really like it. Again, you know, that. So yeah, now we've got Sonic 3K styled, Sonic 3K styled monitor. So you can do this for other objects. So you can change the spikes. You know, you can change the motor bug into a different enemy. If it fits the same size, it's fine. Again, you can. Indeed, you can change. I will just adjust the size. I will just double the size of that in case you can't see. You can, you know, change things and make them bigger, but you have to be careful of the different size issues and everything. But yeah, I think that's come up really nice. There you have it. I will admit it's a little bit strange, and like you see down there, the monitor's kind of floating, so you may want to adjust that object's position or the art itself or whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much the simples of some IPDs. So now I'm going to go into like other things, like maybe importing things a little bit bigger, and just going through some other little like things that you can do, like how to add new actual tiles and sprites and everything in the next episode.